is not a tidy background. There's a carrot on my radiator. I've just had the biggest clear out of all my makeup and I just feel so cleansed. Does anyone else feel like that? When you just go through all your drawers and just sort everything out and just get rid of all the stuff you just feel like you don't need. I love it. So earlier on, I said I was going to chat to you a little bit about, and I feel like this just needs to be cash. It's a cash chat because otherwise I won't be able to do it. Here she comes. Hello. And I think, I mean, it'll make sense when I get onto it in a second. I just think so you know what kind of journey I'm on, it feels good for me to tell you. I think not being able to talk is what has made me feel like this for so long, and I've had so many conversations with so many people that I'm close to, that I work with, about this topic. Kind of, there's lots of different things that have made me feel how I feel right now, and I feel like tackling a couple of them head on is what's going to make the most difference to me and make me the most happy. And I think one of the main things is my content and like my presence online. Obviously I do this because I love it. I did this almost 10 years ago now. I picked up my camera and I talked about the things I liked, the things I bought, and how I felt. And I think that's a really important one because I felt so comfortable being really open and talking about so many different aspects of my life, almost to the point where now I think I probably overshared. Having a career online on a platform that is changing and adapting very rapidly, and changes are kind of happening without any input from me or any input from any other creator. It's changes that no one can control, and it is quite a scary place to be sometimes. I would be lying if I sat here and said that every day of those 10 years has been the best day of my life, because let's be honest, in any career or any job you're in, there will be something that stresses you out or something that outweighs the positive every now and then, or something that just makes it a little bit harder for you to enjoy what you love doing. I think it's the amount of people, the responsibility and the expectation that people have of me. There are so many people and there are so many opinions, and there are people who want me to do certain things or don't want me to do certain things, or people that see me in a certain way, or portray me in a certain way, and that's other creators, media outlets, anyone, and brands, I don't know, anyone. I didn't ever start this to build a career from it because it wasn't a thing. As much as I never anticipated all the amazing things to come out of this, I also never anticipated all the things that could potentially make me not want to do it. I hate the amount of pressure and expectation that comes with that, and that's a really big thing that I think I've not dealt with very well. The main things for me is that I feel like I can't fully be myself online. I question absolutely everything I say, everything I do. I go through my videos 50,000 times. I mean, that's an exaggeration. I probably go through them like 3 times, just to make sure I've not said anything that could be taken out of context. The culture of what YouTube and the internet is right now is so not what it was 10 years ago. I just sometimes feel a little bit like I can't be myself because there are people circling me like hawks, just waiting for something. And I feel like if I'm not fully myself and I don't give everything I have, and I don't do things with my heart on my sleeve, which if you've been following me for a long time, I feel like you will have noticed how little I give of me and how I'm feeling and how I feel about situations and my opinions and my personal beliefs, because I don't feel like I can, because I just feel like I'm being circled, waiting for someone to swoop down and take something and fly off and do something with it. I think I described it to somebody like, imagine you absolutely love working with animals. You've trained so hard for it, you've worked really hard for it, you wake up every morning and you can't wait to go and be with the animals at the zoo that you work at, but then you get to the zoo and there's just these people that want you to fail, and they are like kind of just like sneering at you and standing from afar, kind of just waiting for you to do something to mess up so that you get fired and they get promoted. I feel like that's how it feels, and that's the only way I can explain it. And there will be employees around you who love that you're there and who love the work you do and tell you that there's no one else that looks after the giraffe in the same way that you do. But those other people are still there, and that does still affect you, but you love the work you're doing. It's a real weird dilemma. And I know that there's a lot of other people who feel the same way as well. The other day I asked on Instagram why you follow me. So that could be on Instagram, it could be on YouTube. Just wanted to know why, because I'm very interested in what it is that you like from me and what you like from my content. And everyone was saying, not everyone, but a lot of people, the majority of answers was how positive I am, how down to earth I am, and how real I am. And I was like, oh, that has blown my mind, because if this is why people are following me, I don't feel like I can be my realist self right now. I don't feel like I'm having like proper imposter syndrome where I'm like living my days in a daze. I'm so disconnected from it. And I feel safer not posting anything. And that is really sad. I don't think that I'm going to be able to explain this how it is in my head, because everyone who I've spoken to about this, it's been like a 3-hour conversation, and I'm not going to do that to you. So I am going to keep it like top line. This is a lot harder for me to film than I thought it was going to be, because I still feel like I can't talk at you. I don't feel like I can be myself. I don't feel like I can be the honest version, the real version that everyone knows and loves me for. That sounds very big-headed. I don't mean it like that. Oh god, see, I'm doing it already. Oh my god, who is that? So yes, I do still want to make content, but I want to have a bit of a refocus. I want to take a step back and think about the kind of content I really want to make. I think for a very long time, because of the expectation, I didn't want to like venture out of anything I'd already done. I thought, well, that's what people like, so I need to keep making it. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy every video I make, but I probably don't get the same creative fulfillment out of it. I get creative fulfillment out of a lot of other projects that I work on. So out of breath. I'm so unfit. But I think videos, where that was once my main area of creativity, is kind of taken a bit of a back step, and I don't push myself as much on my videos as I used to. I still enjoy making them, but I also just don't feel like I sit back and think about what do I really want to make, not what do I think everyone else wants to see, but what do I really want to make. So I hope that you don't mind that I'm gonna just take a little bit of like a breather on my Zoella channel, and there might just be a couple of changes and things that I choose not to share as much of, and things that I kind of just want to keep for myself. I just wanted to be honest with you and let you know how I was feeling. And that was freaking terrifying. If you're another creator out there, please let me know if you ever feel like this. It can be very lonely doing this, because I just feel like, as much as I talk to people about it, no one is in my brain, and no one is experiencing things the same way I am, and that can feel very isolating and very lonely, and you feel like no one's gonna understand. I'm really excited though. Like, I just want to express, I'm not like having some kind of crisis. I can just see it now. I'm having a crisis. Every now and then you need to have a little moment, whatever you're doing, whatever job you're in, whatever you're consumed in. It's important to have a step back evaluate, see what's working, see what isn't working, see what's making you happy, see what is fulfilling you, see what isn't, and to make changes. I don't feel like I do this enough for myself, not just for like my channel and for whatever you're watching. I need to do this a lot more because I do just let it go on and on and on to the point where I just feel like I'm plugging everything. Regardless of what career you're in, just taking a step back and being like, what's working here and what isn't, and do I really enjoy doing what I'm doing, and what aspects of it don't I enjoy, and how can I change those? And I think that's just kind of what I'm doing right now. So if you don't mind just being a little bit patient with me on my Zoella channel, I'm still going to be posting vlogs and I'm still over on Instagram, so you can go there. I haven't like fully disappeared. On a parting note, on our little chat, I think the longer we're all surrounded by negativity, the more normal it becomes, and that's what's scary. That's what's really scary, is that I feel like in the end no one will even know it's negative, or that it's mean, or that it's cruel. It's just so strange. I feel like people are losing empathy for people. It's like people aren't real. It's like the people that you're talking to or you're talking about aren't real people, and they are. It'll get to the point where we all go back to Nokia 3310s and have to call each other on landlines. Do you want that? Google certainly doesn't want that. Let's all go back to dial-up. See you at 6 p.m. I'm gonna stop here because I'm rambling and I need to turn this light off.